August 6th, 2021. My name's Tim, the BTWN guy. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Going to cover this email, and then I'm going to give you an update on churches burning in Canada. Hi, Tim. Love your show. Here's one for you. Masks will stay on everywhere in Ontario, including churches, when Ontario moves to its next step sometime in August. But there will be an exception. Read the article to find out what businesses are being spared. You'll see it in paragraph 6. The Providence has introduced a new exception. I couldn't believe it. Why aren't churches pushing to have the mask mandate removed? This is ridiculous. And it truly is ridiculous. I was shocked, and I'm sure you will be as well. Here's the thumbnail for this video. And here is the article that went along. This is the article that was sent to me at btwnnews@gmail.com. That's where you can send all your news tips. btwnnews@gmail.com. You can also give me feedback in the comment section or at that email address. So I read through this, and it's shocking. At first I was like, no way. This cannot be true. And then there's another article. And another article. Let me tell you what the exception is: strip clubs and sex clubs. That's the exception, and I will read it. But this reminds me of the judge, Los Angeles County health officials to be called as witnesses. Remember John MacArthur? He was going to question these two individuals in court. At least his lawyers were. One of these two individuals, they wanted to ask, why are you letting strip clubs be open but not churches? So this reminds me of that. Here is a strip club finding that dancers' activities were constitutionally protected by expression. Anyway, that was then. This is now. Here is the Ontario document about all the restrictions for reopening in August. And they go on and on and on. And in the midst of this, they talk about strip clubs and bathhouses. And here is a user-friendly version of this. Here it is. If a mask, this is masks for patrons that are at strip clubs. Bathhouse and sex club operators must ensure that patrons wear a mask or face covering which covers their mouth, nose, chin during any period in which they come within 2 meters of another person, unless here is the exception, the vile exception. If a mask or face covering cannot be worn while participating in activities for which patrons normally frequent bathhouses or sex clubs. It's a very wicked world that we live in. So here's the question. Why are churches not demanding exceptions for which activities that they normally do, like singing and kissing and enjoying fresh air during a worship service? If a mask or face covering cannot be worn while participating in activities for which patrons normally frequent bathhouses or sex clubs, that's the exemption. Ontario's vile exception. Before I get to burning churches, let me encourage you to go to btwnnews.com. btwnnews.com. On the homepage, you'll see that yellow bar on top where you can register your email to receive my newsletter, which I need to send out more frequently. And from that homepage, you can click on Support Our Ministry right there. And there you will find 3 different ways to send finances to help me out. I'd like to do this full time. You can send a check. You can support via Patreon. You do that for any amount. You can watch all my videos before they're released on YouTube ad-free. And then you can also donate on PayPal. All right. An investigation into the fires in Canada. I reported on this before, and I was confused. What's going on? Why are they burning churches in Canada? Well, an investigation finally is happening. I guess it's probably been going on all along, but it hasn't been getting a lot of news reporting. But here is a summary A little bit of a background, and then I'll fill in the blanks.
It was a residential school system which ran from 1831 up to as recently as 1996, removing an estimated 150,000 Indigenous children from their families, sending them to Christian schools which were mostly Catholic run. The government-funded system was aimed at assimilating Indigenous youth, but thousands died from disease and neglect. Last month, the discovery of the remains of 215 Indigenous children in an unmarked grave prompted outrage in Canada. This week, another 751 graves were discovered, prompting the Canadian Prime Minister to invite the Pope to Canada to apologise on behalf of the Church.
I have spoken personally, directly, with His Holiness Pope Francis to impress upon him how important it is not just that he makes an apology, but that he makes an apology to Indigenous Canadians on Canadian soil.
Fires this weekend and last week at several Catholic churches in Indigenous areas are being treated as suspicious, as calls grow for a comprehensive investigation into any site which could hold unmarked graves. Some estimates suggest that up to 6,000 children died in the residential school system, many of whose remains have never been returned to their families. Fiona Mitchell, RTE News. It was
All right, so let me try to fill in a lot of the blanks there, okay? People are burning Catholic churches and Orthodox churches in Canada because they have been told that the Catholic Church or the Orthodox Church in the past killed and buried massive amounts of young people, children, and the history shows that there was a serious illness that spread across Canada and North America and killed a lot of people. And the truth of the matter is different than what is being said publicly by the mainstream media and politicians. Sound familiar? It happens a lot, doesn't it? Well, they are using this to cause division amongst the people. Sounds familiar, right? Division amongst people in Canada because the facts aren't clear of why these children died or when they died or when they were buried or how many are buried. There's confusion as to should they dig up these sites. And well, anyway, the short of the story is people are being hyped up against the Catholic Church because of these unsubstantiated claims about what happened a long time ago at these boarding schools. Was the Catholic Church right when they did the boarding schools? I'm sure many people would say yes, and many people would say no. I am not saying either way. I'm trying to just report on what I know. I got a lot of information, a flood of information and articles on this. I don't have the time or I don't know how many of us are really want to go that deep into it. If you do, you can go ahead and dig into it. But I wanted to give you an update because in the past, I was totally confused. Like, why are they burning these churches and why aren't they burning Protestant churches? Well, here's why. It's because this hate is being spread, and even the top official in Canada is calling for the Pope to come to Canada to officially apologize for this. My dog has had it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my website, btwnews.com. Thanks for watching. Pray. Pray for, well, be thankful that God is in control. God is in control of all things, including my barking dog upstairs, if you can hear that. And God's in control. We can trust him. And at the same time, we pray and ask that he would give grace to those impacted by all these things and give us patience as we deal with all this mask garbage, even in Canada, and the hypocrisy of the government and vile mask mandates. All right. Till next video, take care. God bless. See ya.